Hey everyone, welcome back to the Sonic Collective. My name is Alan, and with me we have the other three members. We have Scott Coates, Scott Gregory, and Darren Scott.
Here, here.
What up?
And it's rare that we all get together at the same time, so this is fun. We are doing our review for the August pick, and that was Eric Clapton's Unplugged album. Scott Gregory, why don't you start off and tell us what you thought of this one?
Oh, well, I might be the negative Nancy on this one because it might seem a little odd, but I really couldn't get into this album. I'd done a little bit of a Derek and the Dominoes and Cream kind of tour over the last year or so, and I got used to Eric Clapton with an electric guitar playing up tempo, his younger voice, and I don't mind this album. It's good, but it's slower. It's acoustic. His voice has got this elderly statesman side of the blues kind of thing. I'm too used to Layla the old way, not the acoustic way, right? I felt kind of like this was gonna go on my soon-to-be son's lullaby list. So I don't know. I hear you laughing, Darren. Is that because you agree or disagree?
No, I agree with you. Actually, I struggled with this one. Yeah, I feel bad because I kind of trashed the Allman Brothers last month too. So, hey, I would totally agree with you because I think that too. I really like Cream and Derek and the Dominoes, and I liked them back then. I actually just recently watched. He has a documentary. It's on Netflix right now, and it was okay too. It was a good little his telling of his upbringing and story of how he kind of made it famous, and there was lots of great stuff in there, and I really enjoyed it. But I got to say, I don't think I've ever bought any Eric Clapton, so I don't think I will going forward. I appreciate some of the songs that come on; they're good to sing along with. But I think for me, though, I think you got to realize at this time, like early '90s, this was '92. Like Unplugged was like the thing. Like it was super trendy. Nobody had really done it like this. And like Nirvana did Unplugged, and a whole bunch of artists, and were really successful with it. It was very trendy, but. So at the time, I think it made a lot of sense. And even though it's overplayed now, but Tears in Heaven was only a year old at the time. So
Yeah.
I think that's what really catapulted the song is that Tears in Heaven was, such a powerful, emotional song about his son. And it just carried through. And then when he played this Unplugged, which was trendy version, I think that really catapulted this album. The unfortunate thing is it catapulted to every parent ever. And it's a really, I agree, it's watered down. There's a quote on Wikipedia here, and it was just like, sorry, now I can't find it when I wanted it. But yeah, God, where is it? Sorry, guys.
Yeah, well, you look it up.
Critical reception. Yeah, it says, in general, viewers report that the album, if unremarkable, is relaxed and pleasant, said Stephen Erlewine for All Music or something like that. And I was just like, yeah, I kind of see that. Like, it's something like you'll find on every single parent's, CD collection. So
Yeah.
great music, beautiful, but just a little too watered down and diluted for me. Alan, kick it back to you. Like, what did you think why you picked it, and what did you think of it?
Yeah, I've always had a tremendous respect for Clapton and his ability on the guitar. And there's a saying among guitar players that distorted guitar kind of hides your mistakes. So for people to really know what a virtuoso you are, you got to kind of do it on the acoustic. So after I read that quote, I figured, okay, I gotta give this album a go. And I really enjoyed it, actually. I'm not always a fan of the blues or acoustic stuff for that matter, but I think it doesn't hurt that it's Eric Clapton. I mean, the guy is fantastic, and in fact, everyone who was on stage with him for this production was really top notch. And there were a number of really good songs. I mean, Tears in Heaven, like you guys mentioned, and Layla, those are those are two of the bangers, and I liked the versions of them stripped down with the acoustics. So yeah, I mean, I actually ended up really enjoying this album. I like that he busted out the kazoo on one
Yeah.
track.
San Francisco Bay Blues. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but that may be the first time that we've ever seen the kazoo appear in any of our album reviews.
We should do a kazoo influenced
That's
round.
right. Where's Frank Zappa when you need him?
Yeah. So that kind of, I mean, it seemed like they were having a lot of fun. I watched a few video clips of them during the performance as well, just to kind of catch that perspective too. And I think that really helped kind of solidify my appreciation for it a bit, because it looked like they were just really, they're really in their element. And I don't know, it felt really cohesive. It felt like everyone was kind of on the same page. I don't know. I don't have too much to say in terms of the negative. This one for me was really good. It gave me a lot of exposure as well into some of the other stuff within the Clapton library. So I'll have to go back and check that out with an electric guitar and see what a studio recording feels like.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. Scott Coates.
Scott, are you with us?
All right.
Do we lose Scott?
That's okay. I'm sure
Scott!
he'll join back on, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think some of those songs. Oh, is that you, Scott? Oh,
Did you hear me?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I don't know what happened there. Yeah, when I first heard this was the pick, I sort of shuddered because the first Tears in Heaven just popped into my head. I was like, oh no. It's funny how things stick with you, because I looked at this thing came out in 92. And I don't know if this was the first or second Unplugged album. Was Nirvana's the first, or was this the first?
Oh, I'm not sure. I could Google that one.
It was one of the first two, right? So at first I kind of shuddered because I was like, Tears in Heaven. Like, I just never really liked the song. So I was like, oh no, a month of Tears in Heaven.
Isn't it, wasn't it that Beatles guy that did the first one? The famous Beatle.
The famous. They're all famous.
Yeah.
McCartney.
Yeah, that guy. I think.
Oh, I've never heard who's that guy?
Yeah.
Who's that fella? And I also don't like Layla. Like, for whatever reason, the song Layla, like, it just goes on for like 30 minutes and it just drives me nuts. So I was like, oh, Tears in Heaven and Layla. I was like, oh no. But then, you know what? You guys just kind of nailed it. I don't know what word you use. Like, it's kind of there. It's relaxing background music. So I actually didn't mind the album. And I mean, it's incredible. It's Clapton's best-selling album, and it's the best-selling live album of all time. And it kind of took me back to that time. You realize, wow, there was a 6-8 year period there where like doing an Unplugged album was like the ticket. Like, every big artist did one, right? Alanis did one. I think even like Arrested Development did one, but it was like a big thing, the MTV Unplugged. So as far as a time capsule of a period of like early to late 90s, like, totally captured that. As far as the album, like, I actually can listen to Layla, this acoustic version. Like, I don't love it, but like, I will turn off the electric version of Layla because it drives me nuts. The acoustic version, pretty good. Tears in Heaven, still a no. But as far as like just background music, like, the one thing is funny is I can't name you one song that I really like on it. Like, I'm not like, oh, Walkin' Blues was awesome or Rollin' and Tumblin'. But it does make nice enough background music. Well, I actually had it on while unpacking from my trip to Canada just a couple of days ago. I put it on and I listened to it, and like, my God, it's nice enough. So I think it's a pretty, we have a pretty cool knack here, I think, for looking at genres and periods in music. And I think this is a neat one for that whole Unplugged phenomenon time period that went on in the early 90s. He does some pretty nice, versions of these songs in acoustic. It's probably not one I'd go back to very often, but hey, it is the number one selling live album of all time, right? So nice enough. I don't know, not a super fan, but it was better than I was expecting.
So the song Before You Accuse Me, just going back to your point there, I think that one really stuck out to me as my favorite song off of this, and that's actually made it onto my playlist. I found out apparently a cover of a Bo Diddley song, and so I went back and listened to his version too. And it's one of the rare times where I actually like the remake better than I like the original. Not that Bo Diddley's bad, but yeah.
song?
Before You Accuse Me, it's got that real classic kind of blues feeling to it. Really
that is a good
full
song.
throated. Yeah, that one I really enjoyed off of this one. Like A plus plus would listen to again.
Yeah.
And it is interesting that at least half the songs are covers, right? Like you got
Yeah.
Muddy Waters, Robert Johnson, Robert Cray, Son House, Jerry Lane Will. Like half of them are not his songs.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, they're all
Yeah.
kind of blues standards. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Alberta, of course. How could you not like Alberta?
Yeah,
That
I'm
got me.
biased for that one.
Yeah.
He got sued over that one.
Oh, did he?
Really?
Yeah, because he didn't give the proper credit. I think he gave credit, and I'm sure just a mistake, to who he thought the original artist was, but it wasn't the original artist, so he ended up getting sued. Basically, that album was paying royalties to the wrong person for years.
Womp womp.
There you go, little tidbit, factoid.
Cha-ching.
Pop-up video.
Yeah.
Yeah, so why don't I
sold one of the
do
cars
this?
or the guitars for $800,000 in auction.
Yeah.
I'll just, if we slide right into it, then reviews. You know what? I hate to just pick the same number, but I'm just going to give it kind of a 3 all on the board. Like I think it's a 3. It's nice enough. I think it's neat for people wanting to learn about music history to listen to one or two Unplugged albums. Probably not one I go back on, but also worth listening to Clapton at some point in your life, and this is a pretty good way to do it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm pretty close to you. I did jot down my scores earlier for recommend. I'm a 3 kind in there, and I think it's fantastic. It depends. I'd always put like, hey, if you're into easy listening kind of classic music, and you know, Alan is right, and I don't want to take away from that, even though I don't like it personally. The music in it and like how tight he is amazing. Like he's obviously amazing at their instruments and what they do, and Clapton is known for that, but. Influence, yeah, I think I'm a 2 there. Didn't really influence me. And you know, I realize it doesn't add up, but I'd say overall I'd have to give it 3.5 just because of the status it has. But, you know, and really just more personal for me why I don't like it. But, Scott Gregory, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm stuck somewhere between a 3.5 and a 4. Like for me, it's a 3.5 because I do like early Clapton. I do like him plugged in and a more youthful, aggressive kind of tone and speed to his singing. But if you're not into that side, if you're not really familiar with Eric Clapton, I think this could really be a 4 for someone else who can use this as an entry point into some blues. He is an amazing musician, great vocalist, and as Scott said, it is probably one of the better unplugged albums in a time when that was all the rage. So to stand out from the crowd like that, I think this is, other than maybe Nirvana, I'm a bit biased towards Oasis. So those are probably the top 3 unplugged albums for me, and this one probably wins by a bit of a hair there. So I'll say 4, just because you should listen to this at least once.
I didn't know Oasis did one.
Oh yeah, are you kidding? Liam didn't want to do it, and so Noel said, "Well, screw you, we're doing it anyway." Liam said he was sick, sat in the front row, and he heckled them the entire performance.
I didn't realize that was the performance he did that
Yeah.
on. I know that did occur at one point. I didn't realize it was the MTV Unplugged set.
Oh yeah, it's legendary. You got to go check that one out.
That's funny.
Okay.
That's
I don't
great.
see it. I check Oasis Unplugged and I don't see it on Apple. Huh, interesting.
Don't quote me because I haven't checked, but I think there's even a Jay-Z Unplugged.
What?
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
I would give this a 5 out of 5 for recommendation. I think it's a really good way to introduce people to the blues. And, you know, I would have given it that anyway without knowing that half the album was covers. So the fact that this is the case just further solidifies that. Like you can go and check out Muddy Waters albums, for example, and see some of the songs that he covered. So 5 out of 5 for recommendation. And I think 4.5 everywhere else. I thought, you know, and acoustic stuff really isn't my jam, but man, there's something about Clapton and just his raw talent there. Just I kept going back and just listening with a focus on the guitar playing, and I was just blown away. Like he is the cream of the crop.
Boom,
No
boom,
pun
boom.
intended, you know. So yeah, 4.5 all around, I think.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Did you know that early in his career, him and Jimi Hendrix were good friends, and Jimi Hendrix almost joined his. He was trying to start a new band, and Jimi Hendrix almost joined him. Can you
Really?
imagine if those two had been together?
That'd be crazy.
Yeah,
There's a ton of crossovers that I've heard lately with Clapton and other people. One of them, I believe, was the Allman Brothers. Greg Allman almost went to play with them.
Yeah.
that's
He
right.
tried to recruit him for Cream. Yeah.
When,
Yeah.
of course, Jimmy Page played with them as well and left to do Zeppelin.
Yeah.
And I just heard some podcast where they talked about, oh God, who was it? It was a very famous artist talking about opening for Zeppelin on their first album tour when they came, and people were pissed off because they'd only known Cream, and they were like, "What is this?" They weren't happy with Zeppelin because they knew Page or they knew Jimmy Page, and they're like, "What is this? This is terrible." Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah.
Great.
Well, I think that's kind of a wrap then, baby.
Yeah, sounds good. I'm looking forward to finding out what next month's pick is.
Yes, it's already in the can and ready for posting. So,
All right.
but all of you out there in listening land have to go check out the other recording.
Yes, this is
Totally.
true. Well, I guess that's a wrap for this one then.
Turtle wrap.
All right. On behalf of the Sonic Collective, thanks for tuning in, and we'll be back next month for our next pick.
Peace out.
Cool.
Thanks all.
Well,